Welcome back, where the dreams are tickets out. Welcome back. Lots to talk about today. Actually, not lots to talk about, but something to talk about. Absolutely crazy. I really, everybody I'm sure knows by now, I'm late to get into the game. But Jalen Ramsey is traded. He is gone. He is headed to Pittsburgh, where I didn't think I thought we might, if we were lucky, I thought we would get a 4th round pick. We did not get a 4th round pick. We did not get a 5th round pick. Instead, we got Mika Fitzpatrick back. Home run, Chris Greer, out of the park. Just, I'm shocked, and I've criticized Greer, especially with the offensive line, not drafting well in the offensive line, getting rid of players, including Mika, but we're getting a younger player. We are getting a better player, and for a longer period of time. And not only that, Ramsey got a pay increase to, I believe they said it was 26 point something million dollars now. Fitzpatrick's contract is only like 11 million, I believe. It's right around 11, 12 million. So boom, we've got some money to spend on some backup offensive linemen. And we have to have a corner. The corners scare the crap out of me. But we do have some money to get some guys. And unfortunately, we have some money to get a tight end. Because also today we traded Jonu Smith to Pittsburgh as well. I think it was it didn't come out as it was a 2-4-1 trade, but it's kind of how it's ended up, because they get Jonu Smith, and we give them a 7th round pick in 2027, I believe, and we get a 5th round pick in 2027. So not this next draft, but the following draft, so year after next. So I'm actually shocked. I think this is a great trade. If you want to see how Dolphins fans are feeling, and I would say Pittsburgh fans are feeling, because this isn't like Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is a very take care of your own kind of team, and here they have brought in Aaron Rodgers, not Steeler-like at all. And now they have traded a young Mika Fitzpatrick, who they traded for to get from us because he didn't like Flores, and now Flores is gone, so hopefully bygones will be bygones. And Mika, nothing but love for you, brother. I never said that if you didn't want to be here, get his butt out of here. I never said none of that, and I got nothing but love for you. And hey, bridge, water, it's all good, brother. But in all seriousness, whatever happened, and I'm excited about it. Even if it is a problem, because you also have to look at it. There's got to be a reason the Steelers traded Mika back to us. He does seem to have a bit of a volatile personality as far as a little bit of a, hey, I want to do it my way, and I don't really care what anybody else thinks, and that comes in handy at times. But then there's also, Teron Armstead, when he took a pay cut. Tom Brady used to do it all the time. He was never one of the highest paid quarterbacks. Took a pay cut for what was better for the team, and being a team first player. Not Fitzpatrick's forte. He's definitely not a team first player, but I do think he's a team player. He wants to play where he wants to play. He wants to play the position that he wants to play. And I think Weaver's going to do wonders with him. I mean, Weaver is tremendous with safeties. And now our safety room is woohoo way up here. Safety, our defensive, our pass rushing, our safeties, our linebackers are good. Corner's it. Corner is the only thing that we are riding into the season and going, but everything else is on defense is looking pretty good. I'm a lot more excited now than what I was. Now the downside of that is, if you've seen my video, Jonu Smith is gone. I was not happy about that. As a matter of fact, if you haven't, go watch Tom Grossi. Tom Grossi put out a video, Steelers Dolphins reaction to Ramsey Fitzpatrick trade. He is so good. I literally was at work when I heard the news that this happened. I was on my lunch. I was actually texting my wife, and I sent out a text that was just so, this is great. I can't believe we got Fitzpatrick back. This is amazing. And then I'm reading up on it, and then it's like, wait, we got rid of Jonu? And then I wanted to cry. So he nailed it. Like, if you go watch his reaction, or his Dolphins and Steelers reaction to the trade, he is spot on. The man can do no wrong. And it's almost like he's got an insight to exactly what fans think all the time. But he literally described, and my wife can back it up. She has the text to prove it. I had just said everything he said in the video. I went through the roof when I found out that this trade went with us getting Fitzpatrick back, to, oh man, because we lost Jonu. Now, that being said, when I done my video, I thought Jonu was just going to get some extra money. Well, he did get extra money. Pittsburgh is paying him triple. I'm going to say that again. Triple. He is now a $12 million tight end. Now, I was in the boat of, let's pay him. I'm going to own that. I was absolutely for it. But $12 million? No. Not for a 31-year-old tight end that had one breakout year. And don't get me wrong, he had a tremendous year. Best Dolphin season ever in Dolphins history. Best tight end season ever. But $12 million is a lot. I thought, when I made my video, I made the comment that, he wants to get paid, and he should get paid. And I'm happy for him. I honestly hope Jonu goes to Pittsburgh, and I hope he balls out. Except for week 15, I believe it is, when we actually have to play Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh. So, Jonu, take a break that game, please. Thank you. But let's face it, I think this is a great deal for Miami. I mean, we only get one player, but we unloaded, oh, wow, what, almost $13-14 million in cap room that it's going to save us. Not only that, Ramsey's being overly paid, $26 million. They've added another 1.6 million onto his contract. Jonu, they paid him, like I said, $12 million. We were paying him $4 million. So I don't see a downside to this. As much as I love Jonu and I was rooting for them to repay him, but I was way more interested in getting Zach Sealer paid. And I still want Zach Sealer paid. That man needs to be paid. So take this money that you're saving, Chris Grier, and give that man a contract extension. But listen, drop a comment. Let me know how everybody else feels. If everybody else is excited as I am. Now, do I think this is a move that's going to upgrade the Dolphins? Long term, yes. For this particular year, not really. Because now we're stuck without a tight end, which they did say that Miami is talking to several teams about acquiring a tight end. So, hey, if they can get something, maybe Michael Pitts, or I don't know, insert name here. I don't really know who they're talking to or what they're going to go after, but anything is better than what we have right now, because I mean, you've got Julian Hill, you know, the drive killer, and what was the other? Let me see. Look at my notes. Jamar Connor, Farrah Brown, and then Hayden Rusey, which Rusey's probably going to end up on the practice squad. But you're putting all your cards back into Julian Hill, and so it's nice to know that the Dolphins are not doing that. All reports are basically saying they are going after tight ends. They don't know. They're talking to several teams, so they're just trying to find something to replace Jonu. And hopefully they can work out something before the season. But it also goes to show, a lot of people are saying, "Hey, the Dolphins are tanking. They're trying to reset the team." You don't go out and trade for Mika Fitzpatrick if you're trying to lose and trying to reset your team. And we've had some decent moves. They're more lateral, but this one was a big one. And Chris Grier, I stand corrected. My man, at least one of you is trying to keep your job. And hats off. I am seriously, which Chris Grier has made some good moves. I'm not going to be one of those that's just going to completely dog him right out the door. But I'm also one of them that said when Flores went, Grier should have went. I do believe that. But I'm also going to give credit where credit is due. And Chris Grier, this was a home run. We went from not going to get anything for Jalen Ramsey. And we may have lost Jonu, but I do understand that too. We weren't going to pay him $12 million. That was never going to happen. Is he worth it? Maybe. I mean, he had one really good season, but $12 million? I don't know. I'm not seeing that. But to go from thinking that, hey, maybe we can get a fourth at the very best, fourth for Ramsey to get Fitzpatrick back. Home run, brother. I bow down to you. You did it. You did an amazing job on this one, because all I can say is I hope Pittsburgh had some lube, because you totally took care of that one, Greer. So all in all, just let me know how you guys feel. Do you feel better about this? I actually do feel better about the season. I still don't think it's, again, I think it's a lateral move in the sense of, I think it's a good future move. But a move for this particular season, I don't know. We might gain a win, you know. But unless we can get some corners, and maybe we have the corners. I mean, a lot of people everybody's so down on our corners. You got to give them a chance. We haven't even got into training camp yet, so everybody comes from somewhere, and so let's see the guys play before we completely just trash them. But that being said, all we got to go on is what we got to go on, and it don't look good. So who knows? Maybe somebody steps up. Hopefully 2 people at least step up. And you know, we still got Cater, good solid third corner, slot corner. But the outside just scares the crap out of me. The only thing I can think of is we're going to play 3 safeties high and try to get to the quarterback as fast as we can before the receivers get open. I mean, I don't really know what the plan is. I do like Weaver, though. Our defensive coordinator is very smart. I think it's his head coaching job. If things go south, well, I don't know how much more south you can get than Miami, but point being, if this season goes to crap, then Weaver, I think, is the guy that is fixing to take over. And the players like him, and he's a good defensive coordinator. He did a lot with absolutely nothing last year, and I think we're better this year defensively. Overall, let me rephrase. Overall, I don't know if we're going to be a better defense, but player-wise, I think he has more to work with if they stay healthy. Again, last year it was a mash unit, so if we stay healthy, and of course that includes Tua. If Tua stays healthy, yes, offense. But defensively, you know, I think we can be in some games. Do I think we're going to win those games? Time will tell. But I feel better. I feel better today than I did yesterday about this team. I feel better about Chris Greer today than I did yesterday. And everything else is going to have to unfold. Do I feel better about McDaniel? No, not yet. But I'm going to give him a chance. We're just starting this thing. So, you know, it's time to take off. And we got, 3 weeks till training camp? Rookies will report. And then I think a week later is when the veterans come in. So a lot to look at, and we'll see how Mika does. Is he fully on board? I mean, they had to have talked to him, I'm sure. So he had to be in. A lot of people's like, well, Mika's back, but he was already here and didn't want to be here. He didn't want to be here because of Brian Flores. That was the only reason he did not want to be here. And I'm sure that there had to be a conversation. Was he okay with being traded to Miami? Because if we know anything about Fitzpatrick, if he doesn't want to be someplace, he's not going to be someplace, because he didn't want to be here, so he was gone. So, again, hopefully, bygones are bygones. Welcome back, Mika and Jonu. I wish you all the luck in the world. I hope you light the NFL up. Man, it's hard to say because Aaron Rodgers is going to be throwing you the ball. Jonu, you made it really hard to root for you because I am not an Aaron Rodgers fan. I wish you well on your endeavors. Jonu, thank you for everything that you did last year. Thank you for what you did for this team. It is greatly appreciated. I'm glad you got yours, and I do wish you all the luck in the world, except for the 15th week when you will be playing against us in Pittsburgh. So, Jalen, don't care. But everything else, guys, let me know how you feel. Make good decisions, and fins up, baby.